Discover the top 3 scenic byways in Idaho, routes that wind through wild rivers, historic towns, and mountain vistas that will leave you breathless. Welcome to RV Out West. I'm Brooks. Based in the Pacific Northwest, my family of 4 hits the road to explore the best of RV life out west. From hidden gems and epic destinations to helpful tips and real road stories. So grab your coffee and join the journey. Hey friends, before we dive into today's episode, I want to invite you to check out my website. It's your go-to hub for all things RV travel in the Pacific Northwest. If you've missed any past episodes, you can find the full archive there and catch up anytime. While you're on the site, be sure to visit the destinations page where I've put together travel guides for some of the most beautiful and underrated spots right here in the PNW. If you're planning your next road trip or simply dreaming about it, a world of inspiration awaits you. So please head over to rvoutwest.com and take a look. All right, now that you know where to find more travel inspiration, let's jump into today's episode. We're heading to the Gem State to close out our 3-part series on the top 3 scenic drives in each of the Pacific Northwest states. So buckle up and let's discover the top 3 scenic drives in Idaho that deserve a spot on your RV travel bucket list. Idaho's scenic roads and byways offer a breathtaking journey through some of the most unspoiled and diverse landscapes in the Pacific Northwest. From winding mountain passes and lush forests to serene rivers and dramatic canyons, each route tells a story of natural beauty and rugged adventure. Traveling these byways isn't just about getting from one place to another, it's about experiencing the journey itself. The state's 31 designated scenic byways weave through historic towns and Native American heritage sites, offering countless opportunities to stop, explore, and connect with the American West. Chase panoramic views along the Sawtooth Scenic Byway, follow in the footsteps of Lewis and Clark on the Northwest Passage Scenic Byway, or cruise behind the deep blue waters of Lake Coeur d'Alene. Idaho's roads offer a front row seat to nature's grandeur. Each route reveals a new facet of the state's diverse landscapes, inviting you to slow down, take in the scenery, and experience the wild beauty that defines Idaho. So, let's talk about these top 3 most scenic drives in the Gem State. These drives were chosen because they highlight a distinct slice of Idaho's rugged charm while also making for a memorable road trip that's going to leave you speechless and in awe. If you're planning a road trip through Idaho, you have to drive the Sawtooth Scenic Byway. I promise, it's one of those drives you'll be talking about for years. The route runs from the small town of Shoshone up to Stanley, passing through Sun Valley, and it's absolutely packed with jaw-dropping views. We're talking wide-open valleys, winding rivers, towering alpine peaks, and some of the clearest mountain lakes you'll ever see. What makes it so special is how quickly the landscape shifts from high desert to rugged mountain terrain. You'll pass through Ketchum, then head into the Sawtooth National Recreational Area, where you'll want to stop every 10 minutes to take photos. Don't miss Redfish Lake. It's crystal clear and perfect for a picnic or a quick swim. And if you're into hiking, there are dozens of trailheads right off the highway. Honestly, the whole drive feels peaceful and wild at the same time. It really is Idaho at its absolute best. The Sawtooth Scenic Byway is not just a stunning drive, it also has a rich and layered history that reflects the cultural, geological, and economic development of central Idaho. Officially designated as a scenic byway in 1977 and later recognized as a national scenic byway, this route follows Idaho State Highway 75, stretching roughly 115 miles from Shoshone to Stanley. Its path cuts through landscapes shaped by ancient volcanic activity, glacial carving, and centuries of human habitation. Historically, the land surrounding the byway was home to the Shoshone-Bannock tribes, who lived off the abundant natural resources in the region for thousands of years. The Salmon River and nearby valleys were vital for fishing, hunting, and seasonal migration. In the 1800s, as Euro-American settlers arrived, the region became a hotbed for mining and logging, particularly during Idaho's silver and gold booms. You can still see remnants of old mining sites and ghost towns hidden in the forested hills. One of the most notable stops along the byway is Ketchum, a former mining town turned ski resort hub. It has been highlighted in numerous films by Warren Miller and is also known for its connection to the American author Ernest Hemingway. He lived and died there until the 1950s. In fact, back when I was in high school, my senior year, my family headed to Ketchum over Christmas break. I snowboarded Bald Mountain almost every day, but one great memory I have is that we took a sleigh ride out to Hemingway's cabin, which then was a restaurant. We had a great trip getting to and from the cabin, as well as a wonderful meal together as a family. Hemingway's legacy remains through memorials and the preservation of his final home. As the road continues north, it passes through Sawtooth National Recreational Area, established in 1972 to protect over 750,000 acres of wilderness. The byway culminates in Stanley, a small but iconic mountain town with sweeping views of the Sawtooth Mountains, a range named for its jagged, serrated peaks. The history of the Sawtooth Scenic Byway is deeply tied to Idaho's identity, blending native heritage, pioneer spirit, conservation efforts, and an enduring appreciation for the rugged beauty of the American West. On the other hand, if you're looking for a road trip that combines stunning scenery and real American history, you've got to drive the Northwest Passage Scenic Byway. It follows U.S. Highway 12 from Lewiston to Lolo Pass, right along the Clearwater and Lochsa River, and it basically traces the same route that Lewis and Clark took over 200 years ago. It feels like stepping into a time machine, except instead of walking through the wilderness, you're cruising through deep forests, past wild rivers, and under big open skies. What makes this drive so special is how peaceful and wild it feels. You'll be surrounded by thick pine forests and dramatic river canyons the whole way. There are plenty of places to stop and explore, like historical sites, interpretive centers, hot springs, and trailheads. If you're into history, you'll love learning about the Nez Perce tribe and their deep connection to this land. It's powerful and still very present. And if you're just in it for the scenery, the drive is packed with that too. It's quiet, underrated, and honestly, one of the most beautiful stretches of road in the Pacific Northwest. The Northwest Passage Scenic Byway carries deep historical weight. It follows a path rich with stories of exploration, survival, and indigenous heritage. Stretching along U.S. Highway 12 from Lewiston, Idaho to Lolo Pass on the Montana border, this byway is named after the legendary search for a water route connecting the Atlantic to the Pacific. While no such continuous water passage was ever found, the route came to symbolize the dream of westward expansion, and this stretch of road traces one of the most dramatic chapters of that journey. As previously mentioned, the most famous historical event tied to this route is the Lewis and Clark expedition of 1805 to 1806. As they pushed westward, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark entered present-day Idaho via Lolo Pass, navigating incredibly rugged terrain with the help of the Nez Perce tribe. The terrain was harsh, but the Nez Perce guided and fed them, saving their expedition from failure. Interpretive centers and roadside markers along the byway bring this story to life, especially near places like the Heart of the Monster, a sacred Nez Perce site, and the Nez Perce National Historic Park. But the history here goes far deeper than Lewis and Clark. The Nez Perce people have lived in this region for thousands of years, and the land holds cultural and spiritual significance that predates U.S. expansion by centuries. The byway passes through several important Nez Perce sites, and today you can still see the echoes of their presence in the landscape, language, and stories preserved in the area. As you wind alongside rushing rivers, through towering forests, and across sacred tribal lands, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for the people and events that shape this region. The Northwest Passage Scenic Byway offers a powerful blend of natural beauty and cultural significance. Connecting two of Idaho's most breathtaking routes, the Northwest Passage Scenic Byway and the Ponderosa Pine Scenic Byway, together offer a seamless journey through the state's diverse landscapes and rich history. Together, these byways create a compelling travel corridor that showcases Idaho's rugged beauty from soaring mountain peaks to windy river valleys, inviting adventurers to explore the state's scenic and storied heart. The Ponderosa Pine Scenic Byway is a stunning 130-mile drive through the heart of central Idaho, offering travelers a breathtaking journey from Boise to Stanley. Winding through the Boise National Forest and Sawtooth Mountains, the byway follows State Highway 21 and showcases some of Idaho's most iconic natural landscapes. Towering ponderosa pines, crystal clear rivers, and rugged mountain terrain define the route, making it a favorite for outdoor enthusiasts, nature lovers, and photographers alike. As you ascend into higher elevations, you'll pass through historic mining towns like Idaho City and Loman, each offering glimpses into the state's rich frontier past. Carved through the Boise National Forest, the byway traverses terrain shaped by ancient volcanic activity and glacial erosion, with dramatic granite outcrops and deep river canyons lining the route. The area is dominated by the iconic Ponderosa pine, a fire-adapted tree that thrives in the region's dry, mountainous climate. Historically, this route was a vital corridor during Idaho's 19th century gold rush, with towns like Idaho City and Placerville booming as a mining hub. Today, remnants of that era, such as old cabins, mining equipment, and historic cemeteries, dot the landscape, offering you a tangible connection to the pioneers and prospectors who once journeyed through these wild lands. The history of the Ponderosa Pine Scenic Byway is deeply tied to Idaho's early settlement, mining boom, and transportation development. In the mid-1800s, the discovery of gold in the Boise Basin sparked a rush of prospectors into the region, leading to the rapid development of mining towns, again such as Idaho City, Placerville, and Centerville. At its peak during the 1860s, Idaho City was one of the largest cities in the Northwest, fueled by the gold extracted from the surrounding hills. As mining declined, the region transitioned toward logging and recreation, with the vast stands of Ponderosa pine becoming an important natural resource. The development of State Highway 21 improved access through the rugged terrain, making the area more accessible for tourism and forest management. Today, remnants of the mining era, like abandoned structures and preserved buildings in Idaho City, stand as reminders of the byway's role in shaping Idaho's frontier past. This scenic byway connects visitors with Idaho's wild and untamed beauty. Along the route, there are numerous opportunities for hiking, fishing, camping, and wildlife viewing, with roadside pullouts and viewpoints providing access to hot springs, alpine lakes, and panoramic vistas. Exploring on a sunny summer day or catching the golden hues of autumn, you'll find the Ponderosa Pine Scenic Byway offers an unforgettable adventure into the heart of Idaho's mountainous wilderness. Idaho is home to some of the most breathtaking scenic byways in the country, each offering a unique window into the state's diverse landscapes and rich heritage. Among the most popular area, the Ponderosa Pine Scenic Byway, the Northwest Passage Scenic Byway, and the Sawtooth Scenic Byway. Together, these routes showcase Idaho's striking variety, from dense pine forests and historic mining towns to wild rivers, glacial valleys, and towering mountain ranges. Traveling these top three byways not only immerses you in the natural beauty of the gem state, but also offers a deep appreciation of its cultural and geological history, making them an essential journey for any Idaho trip. There's a wonderful kind of freedom that comes with RV travel. The open road stretching ahead with no strict itinerary, and the comfort of home wherever you park it. It's easy to fall into familiar routines and return to the same well-loved spots. But some of the most unforgettable experiences come when you venture beyond the usual and explore new paths. Idaho's scenic byways, like the Ponderosa Pine, Northwest Passage, and Sawtooth routes offer that perfect invitation to break away. These roads lead through untouched wilderness, past historic towns, and along rivers and mountains that stir the soul. So fuel up, chart a course for somewhere new, and let the journey itself become the destination. You might just find that the road less traveled leads to exactly where you've been missing. Thank you again for listening to RV Out West. If you got value from this episode, please share it with one person you know. I'm looking for you to help in growing the show. Also, give us a follow on Instagram and Facebook where you can join in on the conversation. I sure would appreciate it. Next week's episode takes us to the breathtaking beauty of Crater Lake National Park, where we sit down with Airstream Life, a recently retired couple who have embraced the full-time RV lifestyle as work campers spending their summer in one of the most scenic locations in the country. They share their inspiring journey from traditional careers to life on the road. We'll hear how they made the leap into full-time travel, what daily life looks like as seasonal park hosts, and the unexpected joys and challenges that come with living in an Airstream. Their story is a heartfelt reminder that it's never too late to chase adventure and redefine what home really means. Thanks for listening to RV Out West. Be sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. And if you enjoyed the show, tell a friend and please leave a rating or a review. It would mean a lot. Special thanks to Scott Home Music for our intro song, We Are One. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook to join in on the conversation. Now, get out there, explore, and go see what's beyond the horizon.